Hello, Year 11. Mr. Jones here. I've put together a short video for how to effectively revise for GCSE Computer Science. I'll be guiding you through to some helpful resources that are available to you and talking you through some revision techniques that will stand you in good stead to be successful for the examination in the summer. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about is Know It All Ninja. Most of you will be well aware of how this works, but I'll just run through it again. So you are going to be set weekly tasks from now until the exam date, which will cover all the key topics which will appear on the exam. When completing the tasks that have been set, you're going to be provided with a combination of notes, diagrams, and videos that center around the given topic, which will then enable you to complete a short quiz at the end, which checks your understanding. After you've completed the tasks, you do have the opportunity to go back at a later time, whether this is to improve your test score or to consolidate the learning, hopefully transferring that knowledge that's being gained into our long-term memory. This links into what's available on YouTube, as on YouTube we can find all the lesson videos from Know It All Ninja. These are a really effective tool for revision as they cover all the key aspects of a given topic in a short, concise video. And as you can see from the images above, we've got two playlists, one for paper one and the other for paper two. So depending on which paper you are revising for, you'll be easily able to navigate around and find the video and the content that you're looking for. The first revision technique I wanted to talk to you about was Cornell note taking. So this will be really good if you are doing this when you are watching one of the Know It All Ninja videos, for example. So I've just broke it down into six steps that you should follow. And the first step is making sure that we're watching the video in short segments. So to do this, we just should be pausing the video every minute or so, which gives yourself a chance to write down any notes and focus on the key ideas from the video. Make sure that we're taking the notes in the actual note-taking section, which is on the right-hand side, concentrated on main points, definitions, and examples. The second point is to use bullet points and abbreviations where possible. So making sure that we're keeping our notes concise by using bullet points and abbreviations and also using symbols. Thirdly, writing key terms and questions in the designated section. So we see on the left hand side of the template, that is where we want that to go. So as you are watching, jot down any keywords or questions related to the information that you've noted down in the note-taking section. So this will help you review and engage with the material later on. Next, we need to make sure that we highlight and underline any important points. So if certain concepts are emphasized in the video, make sure they're highlighted or underlined to make them stand out for when you go back and review the notes. The fifth point is to make sure that we summarize after the video. So once the video is finished, take a few minutes to write a summary of what you have learned whilst watching the video in the summary section, and focus on the main ideas or any conclusions that have been drawn. And to make sure that this has been worthwhile and it's actually stayed in our long-term memory, make sure that we're reviewing this regularly. So go back to your notes after a few hours or the next day or a week down the line, and you can use the note section or the summary section to quiz yourself by covering that section up and recalling the information that you have written down. So if we use this method correctly, it's going to help us to engage with the notes that we've made, and it's going to keep it in an organised fashion so we can look at the material later on. Next, I wanted to make you aware of all the revision guides and workbooks that we have available to you that you can make use of whilst you're carrying out revision at home. So the first two, we've got the Knowledge Organizer and the Knowledge Retriever. The Knowledge Organizer, it's just like any knowledge organisers that you've had in lessons. It's just concise, quick fire information. It's broken down each topic into one page or over 2 pages. And then the Knowledge Retriever is just lots of different tasks and challenges for us to retrieve that knowledge that we've read in the first book. We've also got the 10-minute test book, so short answer questions relating to each topic that will appear on paper 1 and paper 2. And we've got the main revision guide from CGP. This works in relation with the exam practice workbook. So the revision guide contains all the information that we require, and the exam practice workbook puts it in exam style questions where we can attempt the question, and then we've got the answers at the back of the book. Next, the tried and tested method of completing past papers and marking your responses using the mark scheme. So past papers and mark schemes will be available on the Teams channel. Important to note that this shouldn't just be done just before the exam. This should be something that we should be doing now as part of our revision strategy from here on in. It's a great way to understand the types of questions that you could be asked, gives you the chance to develop your exam technique, identifying topics that you are confident on or ones that you need to further revise. So the key takeaway from past papers is to learn from the mistakes you make. So it's okay to make mistakes as long as we are using that to guide us with our revision moving forward. Next, I'm going to guide you to a few useful websites, that you can use for revision. So, firstly, we have Quizlet. So, Quizlet is useful for pre-populated flashcards that you can use to create your own flashcards, or you can test yourself whilst carrying out various activities that have been created for you to embed the key terminology from the course. So there are lots of different activities that you can easily find by just clicking on either test or the match, for example. Next, we've got Quizizz. So a site I'm sure you're all familiar with. Quizzes are lots of multiple choice question quizzes that relate to the examination of both paper 1 and paper 2. The quizzes would complement any note taking or flashcard practice that you have carried out during your revision and would act as a great way to check your understanding at the end of any revision session. Next, we have Snakeify.com. This is a great tool to help you revise for your computer science paper 2 exam. It offers interactive coding exercises that cover key topics like algorithms, data structures, and computational thinking. By practicing these Python coding challenge, you'll improve your problem solving skills and get a better grasp of important concepts. Plus, you'll receive instant feedback on the website so you can see how you're doing and you can track your progress. It's a very hands on way to build your confidence up and get ready for your practical programming part of your exam. Next, a reminder to utilize our Teams channel. You'll find a range of resources that you can use to help you with your revision. This includes all of the lesson PowerPoints for paper 1 and paper 2. You've got the corresponding videos that link to each lesson PowerPoint. You'll also find a section with resources to prepare for the mock exam, including past papers, mark schemes, links to useful websites, and also a link to the OCR GCSE computer science spec. So this will guide you as to what may appear on both exams. So thanks for watching the video. If you do have any further questions, please get in touch with myself and I'll guide you the best I can. Thank you very much.